When we entertain the idea that Yahweh changed his mind, all of society just simply falls apart. This Barry Phillips with 10-Minute Torah, day number 4 of the double Torah portion, Acharei Kedoshim. Let's go into chapter number 18, and just a couple of verses here, verse 2 and 3. Yah says, "Do not do as they do in the land of Mitzrayim, in Egypt, where you dwelt, and do not do as they do in the land of Canaan, where I am bringing you, and do not walk in their laws. Do my right rulings, and guard my laws to walk in them. I am Yahweh, your Elohim." So whose set of rules are we going to obey? Whose culture are we going to cling to? Whose identity are we going to claim? Identity. There's your big word, a very important word. And we have to look at ourselves, perhaps even taking the exercise of standing in front of the mirror and asking ourselves, who are you? Sounds a little on the foolish side, but just try this. Look at yourself and ask yourself, who are you? What identity do we claim? Are we Americans? Are we Israelis? Are we Australians? Are we Canadians? Exactly who are we? Or do we say, I am an exile? I am an exile of the people of Israel. I'm living in a foreign and strange land, and I'm not home yet. I want to say that one more time because that's extremely important. It's an identity we need to adopt. I am an exile of the people of Israel. I'm living in a strange land, and I'm not home yet. You see, Yah says, do not live the way that they live where I brought you out of. And do not live according to the way of the people who are occupying the land that I'm going to give you. Both cultures, he is saying, are aberrant, they're wrong, and they're not my way. Within all of the available cultures and identities and understandings of life, there is one way that Yah says, this is my way, and this is how I want you to live. To live as an obedient member of the house of Israel, or the people of Israel, to be a Hebrew living in exile in a foreign and strange land is a very stressful, tension-filled existence. But that's our existence, at least at the moment. When we are willing to say, I'm in this land and I just have to live as they live in this land until I can do different. Well, consider the ways of this land. I live in America, so let's talk about America. When I live according to, or if I were to live according to the decrees and the acceptable lifestyle of fellow Americans, then I'm going to fail to discern what are proper relationships. I'm going to be one who would treat other people not as I want to be treated, but whatever's to my best advantage. I'm not going to recognize scriptural boundaries. Therefore, I would be willing to embrace the idea that one is a homosexual, but it's okay. Just leave them alone. They're homosexuals, and the Father loves them, and maybe it's all okay. It's not for me, but who's to say it's not for them? I'm not going to worry about it. And so homosexuality becomes a mainline ingredient in our culture. Gender neutrality or gender bender, gender confusion, gender dysphoria, whatever the term you want to use in that regard. Someone can just simply choose who they want to be in regards to their gender. Biology has no say in that. If I open that door and allow that reality to be a reality, then where does that stop? There are no stopping places. It will continue to morph and degrade and go in aberrant directions. Maybe we are going to accept then open marriage. It's my husband, it's my wife, but we have no boundaries or restrictions on each other, and we can go and be with whoever we want to be with because, that's how much we love each other. Living together without the benefit of marriage. That is so common in our day that it is now considered part of normal. Sexual relations before marriage. No one pays any attention to that anymore. It's just accepted. That's just the way it is. No one should expect our children to do any different. That's not Yah's way. The abortion industry. It's heart-wrenching. It's heartbreaking. I don't have to speak very much at all on this. You already know. The death of the unborn for the convenience and for the comfort of the living is a horrific solution. And we will stand in judgment as a nation for this bloodshedding. The idea that we can explore other spiritual beings and call them set apart. We can find any and every avenue that we so desire to find the Creator. All of these things are pushed and shoved on us by our culture, by our society, and it's not just urged that we accept them. It has come to the place now it is demanded. I keep noticing in news items, some party will make a demand. We demand that something be done according to our agenda, that you accept our preferences. Who are you to make any demands? And those who fail to walk according to or in acceptance of whatever someone else is proposing, the common term is now they get slammed, they get shunned, they get slandered, they get censored. Yah help us as a people. He still says, don't do as they do in these other cultures. Don't live according to their precepts, their guidelines, their boundaries, their values. You accept my word. You walk according to my way. If we are openly embracing any of these other things, and there's a long list, then we have to justify our choices by resolving it with, Yah has changed his mind. No, he hasn't. He's never changed his mind. As you read through the rest of chapter number 18, then the embracing of foreign aberrant cultures means that people walk exposed. You don't have to go very far in public to see that physically people are all about exposing themselves, drawing attention to themselves for a long list and variety of reasons. But it's also about exposing others in their faults, exposing people in their failures. That's not our way. We cover people. We love people. And when we see a brother taking a fault, we cover them in prayer. We don't expose them. Think on these things. We'll see you again tomorrow. Till then, shalom.